All right, hey, let's do your energy check-in, or at least some variation of it, okay? Today I'm feeling a little bit like you're fighting your desires, your wishes. You're struggling with I'm gonna say with pleasing yourself, doing something that feels good emotionally for you, but maybe does not logically help your situation. Or maybe, for instance, you want to be doing one thing that you enjoy, but you know that enjoyment or doing that thing is not going to pay the bills, or it's not going to help you solve a problem. So it's almost like you're not necessarily wanting to run away from your responsibility. It's just that you would rather handle your responsibilities in a different way, in a way that's more enjoyable for you, in a way that feels good for you. It's like, I don't mind going to do what I gotta do. I just would rather be doing something that I enjoy. If I'm going to get up every day, then I want to do it a little bit more. I want to do something that's a little more me. So it's like, feels like there's a struggle between finding what makes you happy and doing what makes you happy and doing what needs to be done. Okay. There's a there's a back and forth with that. There's a struggle with that. Let's see what the cards are saying for us. Center energy, please. Well, the 9 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. 9 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. There again, there's that hard work. Like, I want to do something. I want to go to work and I want to do some things, but I don't know if it's these things that I want to do. Like, look how she looking, kind of irritated, but also kind of skeptical. Like, is this what I really want to do? Are these the tasks that I really want to knock out? Am I doing these because they logically make sense to do, and they kind of, I guess they maybe get you to your long-term goal? I talked about this a little bit earlier with this, or do they just get you to a short-term goal? And which one is more important for you at the time? That's kind of what the argument is, or the back and forth is in your brain. It's there. I want to do things that are going to bring me joy and happiness, right? I want to be things that are going to be fulfilling to me. I want my life to change and go on in a rotation that I enjoy, that I feel good. I don't want to keep repeating hard lessons. I don't want to keep redoing stuff that's hard on me. That's what the feeling is. It's like, I don't want to do that. I think this time around on the Wheel of Fortune, I've done all my work. This is what it feels like. Like, I've done what I'm supposed to be doing. I've been doing it. I feel like I've been doing it. I feel like I'm still doing it. And I'm just wondering, like, is this sucker finna slide and begin to spin in my favor? And I think the answer is really yes. Just stay fast. Remember, sometimes you have to do what needs to be done to get to your end goal. So, Okay. What else do we have? We have the... Damn. You ain't playing no games. We have the Tower and the Emperor card. Okay? Make the decision to change. Make the decision to take hold of your life. Make the decision to go forward. Ultimately, if your long-term goal is to become an emperor or to live the life that you want to lead, then you're going to have to make some decisions that basically support you having this Tower moment. You're going to actually be the one that can control your Tower moment. You're the one who can create the Tower moment to happen. So as soon as you say, you know what, logically, yes, that makes sense to me. It does, but I just cannot see myself doing that. There's no compromise in it. And really what's going to happen is I'm going to be miserable in the long term. So I don't really want to do that. You have the power to say, no, I'm not going to just do that for the sake of doing it. And maybe it pleases other people or something like that, it pleases other people, but I'm doing it because it feels good for me. And if it causes this Tower moment, well, I hope these people got parachutes, because I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the jump. I'm putting myself in the position for this Tower to catch on fire. I know the lightning is coming. As soon as I set this boundary, or as soon as I make the decision, I'm ready for it to come in, because I know it's going to be different. I know it's going to cause this wheel to change, but you have the power to make that wheel move. You're in control of that. It's just making a decision that it's just making a decision on which way you want to go. there's a compromise. There is a balance that you can find there. But again, that's a compromise that you get to decide. You set the parameters of that, okay? Yep, Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords coming out. See? Clarity and you deciding, what is it that I want? Hey, do I want that? Yeah, I want it. Give it here. I'll take that. Or you come in here with that mess if you want to, and I'm going to chop that right up out your hand, right? But this is just really clarity on what it is that you desire, clarity on what you want, and clarity in the direction of how you're going to get there. Speaking up and saying, this is what I desire. This is how I'm wanting to go. It's 11:11 right now. So that's what caught my attention on the phone. I'm sorry, I lost track of thought. Okay, so this is clarity coming in. This is the clarity that says, hey, I am fully in charge. Like the Emperor and the Queen of Swords, they don't really play. They kind of like bow, 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 right? They say what they mean and they mean what they say. They go after what they want. They are very intelligent. This is a fire and an air energy, right? So again, that's that balance, right? So you can have fire and you add some air to it and you might very much extinguish the flame, right? But if you add just the right amount of air or to it, then then the flame can slowly build, right? And you can control how hot that flame is or how high that fire is, right? So it's a good energy and it's finding that balance between that fire and that air and how to keep that fire burning, to keep the motion going, the action flowing, but your mind, you're actually making good, wise decisions that lead you towards what you desire, okay? So this is just having clarity of an expectation of knowing, like, as soon as I make these decisions, then there's going to be some things that pop off and there's going to be some things that change. This is, and they might not be everything that I wanted. It might require some of us out there to do more work. Maybe some of us have already put in the work, some of us have not, and we know that we're being called to do it. So if you're being called to get up and do what you need to do, well, then get up and do it, because that's what's going to change your life. If you've been working hard and you feel like you're just like, dang, there's more required of me, well, then yeah, there's more required of you, because you got to pay the cost to be the boss. But your mindset on how you look at it, is it hard to be the boss? Not really, because that's what you desire, right? That's what you want. You want to have control over your life. And if you want to have control over your life, then you ain't nothing to it, ain't nothing to it but to go out and do it, right? To do what it is that makes you happy. You're making wise and conscious decisions on how you want to proceed forward. And they don't seem like the best decisions, but what you're doing is you're taking your emotions into accountability. You're putting more emphasis on what it is that you want and you feel and you desire, and you're saying it and you're going after it. So I feel like you're actually the one creating this tower moment. Okay. Judgment. This is so many, like 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, right? Judgment coming in. So that is spirit saying, hey, I got you. I'm going to help you. You made a decision. Okay, fine. This is a reason to celebrate. 3 of Cups underneath. This is spirit saying, I got your back now, right? So you have to make a decision to step up into this Emperor and this Queen of Swords role, right? You have to say, hey, I'm either going to go and put in this work. Well, either way it goes, you're going to put in work. How about we just put it like that? The work is going to have to be put in. That's just how it works. You put in, spirit provides, right? So you're going to have to put in the work. Is it really that hard of a work? Is it really that hard of work? Because if you are at emperor status, then that means you done did all the work of a page, a king, a knight, everything else, right? You done did all of those positions. That's why you're an emperor. So really, is the work hard, or is it just that you don't want to do it? Okay. And for me, if I could be completely honest, it's that I don't want to do it. Sometimes I just don't want to do that stuff no more. I've already paid my dues, is how I feel. And so because I feel like I paid my dues, I'm ready for this wheel to turn. I'm ready for this tower to happen. I'm ready for my flow to come towards me, because I've done my portion. At least that's what I feel. There's some of us who are out there who have not necessarily finished putting in our portion or haven't finished all of our taskings. And so you're being called now to pick up and drive forward, to just go ahead and put your best foot forward, dig into what you need to dig into so that you can have this tower moment, so that this wheel of fortune can begin to turn and get you out of hard times. You don't want to be stuck in a position. Well, go put in the work so that you can get out of it. And it may not be what you want to do, but it's what's necessary. And you've done that a lot. I get it. There's a portion of us who have done that a lot. And there's some of you who are being called now to do it. You're saying, I want this, I want this, I want this, but yet you're not really taking the action to go and get it. You're just thinking, I want it, I want it, I want it. And poof, we have our minds control our lives to a certain extent, but there is some type of action that you're going to have to do, physical action that you're going to have to do to make these things come in. And Spirit is supporting you with that. You're getting the Judgment card coming in that says, hey, Spirit's saying, I'm going to give you a second chance. If you're saying that you want to do something in your life, you want to take charge of your life, and you want to go after something that you desire, something that brings you happiness and power. Okay, that's bringing you happiness, and it's fulfilling your desires, and it's something that you enjoy. Then Spirit is saying, because some of you have already done what needed to be done all the time, and you're actually taking the chance now to live for you. And making that decision is very pivotal for you. It is going to cause a tower moment for you. It will be a tower moment for you because you're taking charge of what it is you desire. So you do have the option for a second chance there. Spirit will be supporting that. So go ahead and be brave. Go ahead and be brave and do what needs to be done. Okay. I love when La Roach says that. Go ahead and knock it out. Go ahead and knock it out. Queen of Swords, Emperor energy, very boss energy, very smart energy, very get it done energy. It feels very confident energy. There's a lot of clarity that comes in, new ideas, new thoughts. It's all perspective on how you see things. Cut between the mess. Cut out the lies that you may be telling yourself. This is hard work. Blah, 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 blah. I don't mean to be insensitive, but yeah, it's going to be hard work, because anytime you're going after something that you desire and you really want, then you got to go for it. You got to work hard so that you can sit back and say, I deserve this because I did everything that I needed to do, and I put my best foot forward to obtain it and have it. So I deserve it. All right, you have the Three of Cups underneath the deck, so that celebration that says, hey, once you take charge, once you step into this energy and go for what you know or what you want, then you will be supported. Okay, let's get some advice, and then we'll close this out. Oh, wow, okay. The Strength card wanting to fall right out. Okay, that's what it's going to take to get through this Nine of Wands energy. Strength, and not just physical strength, because there will be some of that, but not just physical strength, but actually mental strength as well, right? This is personal power and assertiveness. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, I said pay the cost. You got to get up there and do it. You want to be the boss, you want to be the big brat on campus or whatever they call it, then that you got to get up there and assert yourself. You got to activate your personal power so that you can go out there and do what it is that you go after what you desire. It says compassion that brings about forgiveness. So there could be you understanding yourself, of saying, hey, I know that you've been working hard. I have been working hard. And I do feel like I should be catching a break and things should be easier for me. I empathize with myself. I'm showing myself compassion that I feel that way. But I still got to get up and do it. Because the last thing that it says on here is realizing that you are stronger than you know. And so that's what it is. It's like you kind of just, I talked to a friend, and it's kind of like a pouty moment right now. You're just like, I don't want to do that. I've already done all this. I've put forth my effort a lot of times. I just don't feel like I want to do that right now. Continue to have strength and persevere to move forward. You already have the knowledge and the drive. You just have to build up you have to, I don't know, have a Red Bull, drink a V8. I don't know. I just feel like there's just a little bit of like, more. I have to do more. Yes, you have to do more, because the opportunities and the benefits that you're about to gain from it, from this second chance in life, are well worth it. Go out there and do more. Bring yourself back to life. Bring yourself out of that sunken place, or out of that darkness, or out of that that container that you've put your thoughts and yourself into, out of those limiting beliefs. Go ahead and throw all of that to the wayside and be reborn. Okay. What do you have for me, Spirit? What kind of information what kind of advice? We know strength is going to be required. Keep pushing forward. We've talked about this for a couple of days, if not longer. So continue to push forward. There is an opportunity coming. I know that some of you may feel like, damn it, you always is encouraging us to move forward and saying that it's coming and it's coming and it's coming and it's coming. I know. And trust me, I feel the same energy myself. But it's important that you learn how to always look for the good, right? How to always express gratitude. Because when you're waiting for something to come in, we have the tendency to just look at how all these other things are not working, and we lose sight of the gratitude that we can have for a lot of other things. So while I do have to get up this morning and go to work, and I'm not really necessarily super happy about it, there's a lot of things that I can be grateful for. One, we know of the job. Two, okay, yeah, I'm grateful for the job because it brings in money, but again, it's not what I want to do. So okay, fine. Find a bunch of other reasons why you're grateful. If it's not for the job, then I'm grateful for the fact that I woke up. We talked about, I'm grateful for this toothpaste that I can put on my toothbrush and brush my teeth with. I'm grateful for my teeth so that I can talk to somebody when I move into this new position in my life. Whatever it is, remember, it's all a mindset. It's all a mind shift. So you can get up every day and you can dread going to work, or you can get up every day and say, hey, I'm going to get up and go do this. I'm so glad that I can do this. I'm so glad that I have this. I'm glad that I caught all the green lights today. I'm glad that the train wasn't crowded, whatever. Wow. Did y'all see that? That one just come out on its own. Renewal. Renewal to me still feels like this Judgment card. Okay, renewal says reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Again, remember I said bringing yourself up from the dead, or out of that box that you can find yourself in. You can let that stuff go. Whatever you used to be or thought you were, you don't have to be. Remember, you can step into this Emperor and Queen of Swords energy and take charge of your life and create your own tower moment. Change your life. If you've always been an accountant and now you want to be an artist, well, hey, go be an artist. Find a compromise in your life where you say, I can still be an artist and an accountant. The accountant helps me buy my art supplies. Okay. And then you still make sure that when you get that time to be the artist, you put your best foot forward and you enjoy your artistry as much as possible, because whatever it is that you're drawing could very well be the next Picasso. I had to think of an artist. I was about to say Mozart. He's an artist too, but it didn't kind of quite tie into the painting. Anyways, point being is that you have clarity on your life and your purpose, right? There it is. See, you get clarity. There's that Ace of Swords coming through. Queen of Swords is definitely about clarity. The Emperor knowing exactly what it is that you want to do. Clarity on where you want to go and how to obtain it, right? And then boom, here's that Tower moment, okay? In your heart, you know exactly what you want to do. You know exactly what to do and what you want to do. It's just a little bit unnerving, okay? Again, I'm just going to tell you that you are supported, so don't be afraid. Make a decision that feels good. I'm not saying jump up and quit your job. Some of you, if that's what you're feeling, your intuition is calling you to do, and that's what you feel you're supposed to do, then by all means go and do it. But that's a decision that you make on your own, because you are taking charge. You are being the emperor of your own life, and you are cutting out people, places, and things that do not serve you. You are asking for absolute clarity on where and the direction that you want to go, and you know what you need to do to get there. Wise counsel comes out again for you. These are in this deck, these cards are all like major arcana. They're just different from traditional tarot, but this is the Wise Counsel card. Like this one said, in your heart you know what to do. There might be someone out there that you can converse with, that you can talk with, that helps you kind of move towards your goals a little bit, that kind of give you some ideas on how to manage your work life and your creative life. It says unity with a spiritually minded community, asking the divine for help and trusting that the answers will come, and comparing traditional methods with new ideas and seeing what works best for you. That's kind of what I was describing, right? Like knowing that you're an accountant, but you really want to be an artist, right? So knowing how to find the balance in between those two things and making it work for you so that you actually have happiness and you're not just drowning in this accountant or these number type of work, but you're actually doing that because it helps you to fuel your passion over here. And at some point your passion will be what you focus on the most. So always looking at this position, this job over here, this responsibility or what have you, as being the catalyst to you getting to what you really desire. And instead of looking at it as a ho-hum job, I gotta go and do this, don't look at it like that. Don't look at it as going here every day gets me one step closer to being where it is that I truly desire to be and living the life that I actually want and deserve. So that is what I have for you. So find someone to talk to, compare methods of what works for you and what has worked for others, and find the balance in between for you. Be braced for a renewal in your life. Have strength to go forward. Have courage to go towards what it is that you desire and you want, and completely take charge of your life. Know that you are supported by Spirit into having this renewal and this rebirth. We'll talk again soon.